Gotcha, bitch!
Chi-Chi versus Nezuko. Cute little undead. Shits caused by the supernatural. Their powers were given by godlike entities in their world, the Adepti Muzan. They went berserk. FUCK! And tried to murder people, but they're now chill due to Nezuko being hypnotized and Chi-Chi having been encased in amber. Both of them have, initially have, a sweet, seemingly butterfly-associated girl who wants to murder them because of what they are. Fucking wish you'd tell guts a little shit. Both are anomalies in that Nezuko doesn't eat humans, and although Chi-Chi is a Zhang-Shi, she can roam freely and is not bound by orders. And it's fire versus cryo, so isn't that just nice? This matchup is honestly adorable, and seeing these two little shits run would just make the episode. Time to embrace the Texas in there. Shenhe versus Ishmael from Grand Blue Fantasy. Yeah, I'm sorry there's a lot, but there was just nothing for some of these characters. White-haired ladies who were offered up as sacrifices to an evil spirit dwelling in the mountaintop cave saved someone/people, Ishmael's village and Shenhe's mom, but they lived! After this, they were trained by a similarly powerful individual to control their powers. These women would develop a close familial bond with their new masters. It's pretty much the Shenhe matchup in my eyes. This could be one of the best fights out there, because it's an ice fight. Ice fights are awesome. Ignore Sub-Zero versus Glacius. And Grave versus Esdeath over there. Just imagine the cool bits. Like, just imagine Shenhe's spirit dodging and weaving through Ishmael's attacks, and when Shenhe does her burst, it will be Ishmael on the defensive as the spirit attacks sporadically with Shenhe on the offensive as well. I would want this. Please give me a good cryo versus cryo fight. I need it. I need it! Tartaglia versus Jetstream Sam from Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. Two cocky, battle-hungry men who live for the thrill of the battle. Let's move on before I get more pissed off at Child's stupid, ugly fucking face. Zhang Li versus Gordon Ramsay. The best matchup for Zhang Li. Having it be a Hell's Kitchen matchup. And have a Team Umizoomi reference and tell him all the food is shit. That would be fun. Xiao versus Ilian. I think that's how you pronounce his name. So the original plan was to have Beelzebub from ROR fight Xiao, because of the definition of edgy looking. But I chose to decide to be serious and say Ilian from WoW. Don't know much of WoW, don't really care. But this fight got popular enough to be an option for Death Battle's champion poll, alongside stuff like Kratos versus Asura and Agent 47 versus Spy. That's a pretty high pristine. But no, Colex just had to win because of all the promotion. Good for you! Ancient beings who participated in wars and were blessed by a powerful dragon. Both were enslaved by evil gods before being aired out. Both became demon slayers. Insert funny joke about demon slayers. Pussy. Both wear coverings on their face that increases their power. Both also have the same attitudes, that being that they are both calm, aloof, and distant. Yeah, pretty nice. Look, I can't say much on this matchup since I don't exactly have an attachment to it, and I don't really care much for either two. But to the original creator, good on you. You were so close on being the first amongst us all to make it to an actual Death Battle episode, but you got shafted. Xingqiu had nothing, but I saw one of the most randomest posts and it caught me off guard. Jonathan versus Xingqiu. This is the ultimate twig. Wait. This is the ultimate twig versus beef. This is the ultimate twig versus beefcake. Ultimate twig versus beefcake matchup. I'm sorry, I couldn't read the rest. Great, I got a fucking tear in my eye. Xingyan versus Jiro from MHA. two teenage heroines whose powers are using sound as a weapon, and both are also rock musicians who play with a type of guitar, a bass and a ruin, respectively. Sure, why not? Nothing really set up for Jin Yan. Just like her character. Yanfei versus Saul. Because do you know you have rights even in Fontaine? Because the Constitution and the Bill of Rights says you do! Yao Yao versus Cream. Found this in a video and it's just bunny girls that have connections, and that is it. Nothing more, nothing less. Let's move on. Originally I wrote a section about me sniffing crack here and having the Gambler of Legend, you know, the Yu-Gi-Oh card, fighting Yelan. But that fell through as soon as I started trying to make the thumbnail, and then I had the funny idea to put him up against Dado Doya, because he's a gambler. Love his videos. But then I saw a piece of fan art that changed my mind and quickly made me make this matchup. Twisted Fate from League of Legends versus Yelan. Before one asks why I made a matchup for Yelan when she has some decent ones, yeah, I'm sorry, but those decent ones are not decent and more like just things you find in the bargain bins, because the only real connections they have is we sure do gamble and maybe we do shit at night and are sharpshooters. They don't exactly delve into Yelan's character. Then again, her past is shrouded in mystery, with us barely getting a shine on it, but the bits we do get a shine on it, it's just that she's shady, and even if her job is to switch sides. Anyways, connections, or rather contrast at points. Both were originally in a group before they disbanded, involving lies and blood. Twisted Fate was a coward, having run away from the camp that was his home and let others deal with his actions and swindling, and where Yelan's group backed her up on this dark trail, and it cost their lives. Yelan mourned them and did not want that to ever happen again. She was willing to not let anyone die again. One's a criminal and one's a person who catches criminals. Both gamble, and while one is ruthless and will take your money, like any other woman, the other, not wanting to repeat what happened, lets the others win some hands, but is very much willing to double down. Both will get a chance to make sure that past did not happen again. Yelan being trapped in the group down in chasm, not wanting to leave anyone for dead, and Twisted Fate and Graves finally met up and to patch the relationship before that turned steamy. Yeah, well, not the greatest. I think this is perfectly serviceable for a fight. Imagine if TFS tries to leave, chuckling after thinking he scored a big one, only for Yelan to pop out of nowhere and to stop his amusement there. Yunjin versus Faraka Mayday from has been that one product from VisiPop. Performers, I seriously had nothing else. This sucks. I am sorry, you Jin fans. Now we're on to the Liyue Archon. And before we talk about the matchup I have chosen, I want to talk about his shitty matchups, because Zhongli did not have that many good options. I will say that. And up front, there is the not so funny option being Metro Man, that talks about them going incognito, faking their death just to let others take their spot. But that doesn't exactly go into Zhongli's past, which, trust me, there's a lot of fucking lore you can make out of those bits. But I don't expect a matchup to have all that, just have a core. And not many of these matchups do that. Because there's fucking Dimitri, for some goddamn reason. There's Hades. Oh hey, it's me being up myself again. There's Gara. Wait, what the fuck? And Ozpin from Ruby. And fucking Raiden! Was Raiden Shogun not enough for you, scoundrels? Look, all of his matchups are not particularly bad. Like Shan and Galleon. If anything, I just find them alright. And they don't capture anything for me specifically. Remember, this is my video and my opinions only. So you can enjoy these matchups of his. You can enjoy Ozpin. You can enjoy Yoda. And even Metro Man. Maybe it's just because he's one of my favorites from Genshin, and that I am very picky with him specifically. But I couldn't find much for him. That was until I wished upon a star and witnessed 7 out of 10 matchup at best, but hey, it's better than the rest. Zhongli versus Hashirama Senju from Naruto. Both are godlike beings founding large civilizations after a terrible war, even serving as their leaders. Both allied with beings in the past, Asaha and Madara, to help create this new civilization. But nobody is allowed to have fun, as Asaha's mind deteriorated due to erosion, and Madara being Madara. Though having won this battle, it wasn't a happy victory. Both believed that it would be better to give the power to the people, letting them lead themselves, and even after their death, they would be proven right, letting them rest easy. Oh, and both suck at managing money. Honestly, not fucking bad. Touches up on their past, events that lead up to the story we know, and their overall mentality. Plus, just imagine these two at a casino. Zhongli is gambling money he doesn't have, and Hashirama is gambling a ton of money, and both come out broke as ever. How these two would come to exchange blows? Maybe Zhongli could make a contract with Hashirama so that Hashirama could pay him back, but when that fails, Hashirama says he can't pay him now. Zhongli considers that as the contract broken, commencing the fight away from others so that harm won't be brought upon the people of the Hidden Leaf or Liyue. Plus, if you want, you could have Asaha in the fight, fighting against this weird yet awesome wood dragon Hashirama has. Zhongli could show himself as an Archon before launching several meteors down, raining them down upon Hashirama, making him go into Sage mode, and a cool idea could be having him use Sage or Wood style True Several 1,000 Hand Jutsu to punch the rocks into pieces or catch them and toss them back at Zhongli, who bounces them right back, and we could have a sort of scene like Bowser vs. Ganon where they play tennis with that one move. But of course, Zhongli is a dragon. I want a dragon versus dragon. Give it to me!